Early one morning, under a sky painted in soft golds and pinks, a lone rider named Cole followed a trail that had been haunting him for days. He was deep in the rugged canyons of Nevada, chasing hoofprints that didn't seem random. They were too deliberate, too urgent. Then he heard it, a sound that made his chest tighten, a horse's cry, not wild or free, but filled with pain, and something else, fear. He followed the sound around a bend and stopped dead in his tracks. There, beneath towering pines, stood a magnificent black stallion, injured and trembling. But what really caught Cole's breath wasn't the blood on its flank, or the way it limped, it was the necklace around its neck. Sparkling like captured stars, it was real. Real diamonds. A fortune on an animal lost in the wilderness. Cole dismounted slowly, speaking softly, reaching out with steady hands. The horse flinched at first, then seemed to recognize kindness in Cole's voice. As he got closer, he noticed blood on the reins, human blood. And the necklace chain was twisted, as if yanked during a struggle. Then the stallion lifted its head and looked deeper into the forest, almost pleading. Like it was saying, "Come with me." Cole hesitated. He'd spent years avoiding other people's problems, especially rich folks. Trouble always came with money. But something about this horse, its eyes, its trust, made him rethink everything. Against every instinct, Cole whispered, "All right, boy. Let's find your girl." They followed a narrow trail through thick pine forest until they reached a small cabin tucked away from the world. Smoke curled from the chimney, and just as Cole tied up his horse, the door flew open. A woman stumbled out, holding a rifle, pale and clearly hurt, but still standing. Her clothes were expensive, torn now, stained with blood and dirt. She looked like she didn't belong in the wild, yet she carried herself with quiet strength. When she saw the stallion, her whole face changed. She dropped the rifle and ran to him, wrapping her arms around his neck, tears streaming down her face. "Oh God," she whispered. "I thought I'd lost you." Cole watched, stunned by the raw emotion between them. This wasn't just owner and pet, this was family. She introduced herself as Mira, though Cole figured it out before she even said it. The initials on the necklace read MP, and the story behind them was about to change both their lives forever. Inside the cabin, Mira explained little, but enough. Someone had tried to kill her. Someone close. She had run, taking only what mattered, her horse, Storm, and the necklace her father gave her before he died. The diamonds weren't just jewelry. They held secret codes to accounts her brother wanted for himself. Cole helped her heal, both her wounds and Storm's, and over time, the tension between them softened. They argued about coffee, sleeping arrangements, shoes that cost more than his entire wardrobe. But they also shared stories, laughter, silence that felt comfortable. And somewhere between fence repairs and campfire talks, they found something neither expected, connection. But peace never lasts long. One morning, the sound of a helicopter shattered the calm. Men in suits arrived, led by Myra's half-brother, Derek, who claimed he was there to bring her home. He offered Cole $5 million to walk away. Just like that. Cole froze. Old fears rose. Memories of being used. Of being seen as useful, not valuable. For a split second, doubt flickered across his face, and Mira saw it. That look, that hesitation, broke her heart. Because in her world, everyone had a price. And for the first time since she met him, she believed Cole was no different. But she was wrong. Cole didn't take the money. He went after her. For 2 days he tracked her through the mountains, losing the trail at a waterfall where the river washed all traces away. He returned to the cabin night after night, hoping she'd be there waiting. She never was. Then, one evening, a note slipped under the door. "Cole, I know I have no right to ask for your trust again, but I need you to know, my hesitation wasn't about the money. It was about believing I was worth more than being bought. You taught me that I was, even if I forgot it for a moment. If you can forgive a stupid, scared cowboy, look for the morning star tomorrow at dawn. I'll be waiting. Jake." Cole rode through the night. He found her trapped at her family's estate, locked away while her wedding to Derek's partner was prepared. With Storm's help, and the aid of a loyal housekeeper, Cole sneaked inside. Together, they uncovered proof of Derek's crimes, evidence of murder, fraud, embezzlement. Proof that Myra's father hadn't died naturally, but had been silenced. At the wedding ceremony itself, Mira stood on Storm's back and held up the documents for everyone to see. "I'm reporting several felonies," she told the police, "including murder." Derek was arrested. His empire crumbled. And Mira walked away, not just free, but finally in control of her own life. 6 months later, the old cabin was gone. In its place stood a new home, built with love, surrounded by rescued horses, and shaded by tall pines. Storm grazed nearby, wearing that same diamond necklace like a king wears his crown. Cole and Mira sat by the fire, watching the sun dip below the mountains. "You ever miss the mansion?" Cole asked. "No," Mira replied, leaning into him. "The only thing I regret is how long it took me to find what really matters." Cole smiled. "Me either." That night, under a sky full of stars, they danced barefoot on the porch, moving to the rhythm of wind and crickets and coyotes in the distance. And when a shooting star streaked overhead, Mira didn't make a wish. Because she already had everything she needed. A man who saw her heart. A horse who brought them together. A life built on something far more valuable than money. If this story moved you, share it with someone you care about. Tell us, what moment touched your heart the most? We'd love to hear your thoughts because the best stories are the ones we live ourselves. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment below. Let us know what kind of stories you want to hear next. Moral lesson: true value isn't measured in wealth or status, but in loyalty, courage, and the people who choose to stand by you, not for what you have, but for who you are.